Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Goody Keys. Today I'll show you how to set and save your voice settings into the keyboard memory. Now I'll be focusing on worship settings. So as you can see here, we have the voice, we have style, we have song, and we have the groove creator. Now when you turn off the keyboard, then you on it. It will display the name you want to use for playing your worship and the number. We have grand piano here and the number. This is the voice, the name of the voice, and this is the number. Now grand piano is one of the best voice for playing worship, but you can use any other voice of your choice, but I'm using grand piano for my settings. So from grand piano now, the next thing to do is to look for the function button. Then you press the function button. You see style. And the next thing is to look for the category button. You can see here, I'm using psrE 463, but any keyboard you are using, you can apply the same settings. So after pressing your function button, you look for your category button. You can see an indication here. This one is used to move to the next item, while this one is used to return to the previous one. So I'm using this one. So what we have here is style. Then with your category button, you just tap. You see song volume, the next item. You see groove volume. You see the next one, USB. So this is where our main settings start from, transpose. Now when you get to transpose, I'll just show you the ones that are necessary. So from transpose, we have tuning. This one is not necessary. We have the pitch bend range, it's not necessary. We have the touch. We have the volume. You can use this. You can use all the volume 1 to 7. It's okay. The volume is okay. Then we have the M octave. It's used to make the voice to be deep or light. Like for instance, if it's very deep for you, you can use this minus. Put it in -1 to be very deep. The sound has changed. But me, I prefer it to be on 0. It's okay for me like this. So you move to the next item. M pan. We have M reverb. We have M chorus. M attack. Then we have the release. This release is used for sustaining the voice. For instance, if you don't have a sustain pedal, you can use the M release to sustain the keyboard. Now it's on 064. So it's on 064. Now you can increase it to, let me say, 108. You can use 108. Now you have sustained the keyboard. You have sustained the keyboard. So the M release is used to sustain the keyboard. Then what we have next is M cutoff. And we have the M reso. This is where the main voice settings ends. Then now, apart from you playing with the main voice, you can add another voice. You can add a dual voice to your main voice. You can add a dual voice to your main voice. Now, in order to apply the dual voice, you have to press it and hold. Then from here, you can remember our main voice was grand piano 001. So now, if you are adding a dual voice, you can use a different voice. You can use strings for the dual voice. Then, as soon as the dual voice displays, the next thing is to use your category button. And you have seen the volume here, 045. you can increase it to 050. Then you go to D octave. Remember the main voice octave was on 0, so the dual octave too should be on 0. Then if you are using -1 in the main voice, the dual voice should be -1 also. We have pan, and the rest of the settings is very okay. We have the release. It's not really necessary, but you can still increase the release, the dual release. You can still put it in 108 if you like. Then we have the D cutoff. Then this is where the dual settings end. From this point now, you come to dual. As you can see here, the dual is not indicating here on the screen. So in order to apply the dual, you have to just press the dual. Then you come here, you can see that you have applied the dual voice. You can see that the settings have changed. You have now added your dual to your main voice. You can see the difference now. And now we are done with our voice settings. So what you do now is to return back to transpose. Remember where we started. I told you our main settings start from transpose. So we are returning back. You use this category backward button to return back to transpose. Return back to your transpose where you started from. And this is the transpose button. Now we are done with our settings, with our voice settings. So before I continue, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the red button and subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment, like the video, share it. Thanks. So we have the registration memory. As you can see, this is bank. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the places you can save your settings to. Either you save your worship settings to 1, or if you like to save to 2. Or there are some keyboard that has only 1 and 2, only 1, 2 space like that. But this keyboard I'm using has 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can save your worship, let me say to 1, bank 1. In order to save your settings now, you have to press the bank memory and press 1. You press it and hold, then you press 1. Then it's going to display memory okay here. That means you have saved your settings. Even though you turn off the keyboard, then you on it again. You just go to this place. You just press 1. Your settings is going to appear. So now, in order to save your settings, you have to press and hold bank. Then if you want to save it to 1, you press 1. You can see here, memory okay. You press bank, then you press the number you want to save it to. You have saved your settings to. Now, if you off the keyboard and on it again, just next thing to, if you want to play worship, you have already saved your settings, so you just have to press 1 where you saved that your worship to. Yeah. Your settings will appear.